Happy Friday the 13th, and today we'll be reviewing Friday the 13th, the video game. No, not that crappy NES game. The new Friday the 13th video game that's currently out on PC, PS4, and the Xbox One now. It's a game I like, but does have some serious problems. But for an indie game, it can be kind of forgettable. Well, it's not really serious, but they're annoying problems. Very, very annoying. So, we're going to go over the basics, little setups of how to set up your characters and the customization stuff. So we'll start off with the cancelers. Now we'll be going over the cancelers, and each canceler has different stats and stuff. The one I use is Jenny Myers, which is right here. So composure, it reduces the rate of her fear, which makes it easier to escape Jason when he grabs you. Luck increases weapon durability and gives minor increase to the stats. Repair, well, self-explanatory. Increases repair effectiveness. Speed, the overall top speed. Strength, pretty obvious. Increases, your attack and all that shenanigans. Stealth, pretty self-explanatory. Stamina, the overall stamina pool and, all that shenanigans. And you have these perk rolls which cost CP, which are these points you get. Which I have 759. And I just bought a new perk. Now, it randomizes. Everything's randomized. And they're by different colors. Poor is gray, blue's common, yellow's uncommon, orange is rare, red's, like the best. I have quite a few reds. It's really about luck. These are the emotes you can do. As you see here. Do I say animations are a bit over exaggerated a little bit? Yeah, a little. But I don't mind it. And then the clothing. Now, if you have the DLC, you can switch to the bathing suit one, but I do not. And these are the ones I currently have as of this game recording, which is actually not accurate to my actual level now. But yeah, you get them at different levels. It's stupidly high for some of the things, which I find kind of weird. And yeah, you can customize the colors and stuff for both the pants, the shirt, and your shoes. And yeah. And that's really about it for the counselors for customization. And now with Jason's abilities and all his stuff for his customizations, and as well as the different Jasons. Now we're here for Jason's customization. So you get different Jasons. Part 3 Jason is your first Jason. As you see here, I have him in NES colors. And each Jason has their plus and minuses. As you can see here, he has his strengths, his weaknesses. Each Jason, it differs on which Jason is. Here's the regular Part 3 skin. Here's Jason Goes to Hell Jason with his stats, as you can see here. And his choice of weapon is an axe. Much like Part 3 Jason, but it's a different type of axe. You see, he can't run, takes less hit points and all that shenanigans. Here's the Jason Takes Manhattan Jason. Fire axe. As you can see here. And you unlock the Jasons by leveling up them and stuff. That's how you unlock the Jasons. Here is Part 6 Jason. He has more throwing knives. Sense, shift is increased. Morph is decreased. He can't run. And his defense is lower in this block as well. Here's Part 2 Jason. He can run. He has traps. His shift is good, defense is not great, and yeah. Here, you got Part 7 Jason. Sense is good, water speed's great, grip strength's great, shift is not great. He has few traps, and he can't run. Now we're going to go into some of the, these are your non-weapon kills for the grab kills, and you have to buy them with the CP, as you see, character points. And as you can see, those are the ones that have. The grab kills vary from Jason to Jason. The lowest would be around 250, I want to say. Or 450. Around there. The highest being like 2,000, I believe. And yeah. And as we see here, the weapon kills actually vary between the Jasons, as we see. And yeah. And you see this Jason right here, the Part 7 Jason uses his machete. And Part 6 Jason uses that spear. And again, different grab kills than the other Jasons. Each Jason has a different weapon kill for their grab kills, as each one has a different weapon. So the weapon kill is much different than the other Jasons. And you get the choice of spawn preference, and that's shenanigans. Counselors do have some methods of temporarily stopping Jason. There is one permanent solution, but we'll talk about that a bit later. Right now we're going to talk about how you temporarily stop. 1. Using firecrackers.
Please, no! Take you from me, Jason. Don't let them.
2. You use like a bat or some other type of weapon that has a really high, or at least has a chance to stun him. It'll kind of just be stuck in place.
Damn it!
3. When he does go for his grab kill, if you have a pocket knife, I think it'll auto use that, and then you stab him in the neck with it, and then he has to take it out. So he let goes of you, and they're like, I don't know why he pulls it out with. I think he just pulls out with the 1, but he let goes of you because he's like, yeah. I don't get it why he just doesn't keep choking you. It goes like that, but no. It's like, and he has you grabbed right there, and then you get stabbed with the pocket knife. You immediately drop the person and go like that and rip it out. I suppose it's more natural than kind of going like that. And yeah.
Get up, Jason. Find them. Kill them.
And shooting him with the flare gun.
They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
Another way to stop Jason by shooting him. Like this.
They want to take you from me, Jason. Don't let them.
Can't forget that. Those are the ways to kind of temporarily stop him. Or kind of stop him in his place for a bit. And then there's one way to kill him, which, okay, you need to do a series of things. The first thing I recommend doing is using a bat or any type of weapon really, and try to hit for his face. So then you could whack his mask off. And you could still do this in Part 2 Jason despite him not having a mask. I know, weird. But whatever. Okay, step 2. You're going to have to be a female player. So you're going to have to work with all your teammates in there and work together. They're going to have to go find Jason's cabin. I suggest a group of people. So that way if Jason does come, they can protect the player with that. Because you have to get Mrs. Voorhees' sweater. And then put it on. So then that person puts it on. The other people protect her to get out. So then, well, Jason doesn't kill her because she's integral now. And after that, you escape and everything. The next thing you need to do is a player playing as Tommy either needs to get a machete. I've heard an axe, but I know a machete works for sure. And they need that, but they're not going to do anything yet with it. The next step is, okay, so when Jason's coming towards the person wearing Mrs. Voorhees' sweater, they could tell him to stop, and then tell him to stop, and then I think you hit him with the bat right when he does that, so then he'll kind of fall to his knees. And then next, the person with the machete, who's playing as Tommy, has to come in quickly. Like, I mean quick. Like, they have to be like right there in that vicinity, and then if you hit the button, he'll actually like it'll go in slow-mo and then, like, kill him. You know, like, the machete will hit his head kind of like in part 4, but not, like, going through his eyeball like that. It just hits the side right there. And then you pull it out and then hit it again in the head, like the top of the head, I believe it is. And then removes it, and after that Jason falls and just dies. And then some blood does squirt up, but it's not like, what sucks is like they didn't really do like custom like cut animations, like where like you have like a cut mark or something. Or like something like that. It was just, oh yeah, blood squirts out, there's really no indentation of where the machete hit. And yeah. But that's the way to kill Jason. And yeah. Now Jason does have a few methods of taking out the counselors. Of course, you grab kills, which again we already talked about what grab kills and what type of grab kills you can do. So there's those. And then you can of course use the weapon you use, and those also have like a weapon grab kill thing, which is the same as a grab kill. You select it, because the grab kills are normally just with the Jason's hands, whereas there's the weapon ones, which work the same. And then you also have.
He's killing me! No!
That's my boy.
Like part 6 Jason, as we discussed earlier, has throwing knives, so you can use those. But you can also find the throwing knives around the map as any Jason. So if you pick up enough throwing knives, you can pick up a few throwing knives, or how many are around the map at the current time as any Jason. And yeah. And then Jason can also place traps down. But unlike the counselor's traps, which they find throughout the map, your traps, when you place them down, Jason hides them with like leaves. So it looks like it blends into the ground, and then, they step on it, boom. That's the way he can get them. He can break down doors. Just to bust through. Like, nope, before he gets his rage mode, which we'll talk about that in a bit, he can only, hit it one at a time and just go, bam, bam. And then once he gets the final hit, which the door by then will look super broken, it bursts and he can go through. But by that point, usually cancelers go through. Jason can break windows, but he can't go through the said windows. Stupid, but okay. I don't know if you could do, the grab like that, like how you grabbed what's her name in part 2 at the end. But, yeah, probably not, as that would require another animation. But, yeah, oh yeah, as we were saying, the rage mode. So what that is, essentially, is, Jason will get, it's after, I think, getting hit a certain amount of times, and also killing counselors. You get it, and, it's a meter that builds up, and you see, it's a hockey mask, and then just, a diamond shape, and then once that gets filled up, you have it, and essentially, you don't even have to use the thing to break down doors. You can just go boom, walking right straight through it, breaking it. And that makes everything 10 times easier.
Up, Jason. Find them. Kill them.
I haven't, when using it, I haven't ran out. I don't know if the thing runs out or not, so Yeah, let me know if it does. I haven't ran into the instance of it running out or something like that. There's a new update coming out today, as a matter of fact. We'll talk about that a bit later. But yeah, let's get on with this review. That was terrible. Now let's dive into the real issues of this game. Now, it's more of an independent developed game. It was kickstarted and funded through that crowdfunding. I praise all of those who supported the game, as I love this game. I do, despite its faults. And I want to thank you lovely people for making this game actually possible. And also for the developers unable to get a license. That's freaking great, man. And yeah. Now, with that out of the way, we gotta address the problems. Why is there no dedicated servers? You know how annoying it is when I'm in a game and the host leaves because they died? It's annoying. It's even more annoying when you're in the lobby, it's about to start, then it leaves because, oh, hosting or failed connection. I have pretty decent internet, and I don't have that happen in any other game. And it's like, what the hell? And then games will lag pretty bad too. Like, I mean bad. I mean, like, it's like if you had potato internet, but you don't have potato internet. It's like that. And it's, it's because they're using what Call of Duty uses, where it's like, it's the host and you connect into the host. So then it depends, if you're farther away from the person who's hosting it, then you're going to have worse connection. So it really depends on where the host is and stuff. And yeah, it's annoying. And there's no host migration either, so somebody leaves and the host leaves and then, yeah, you kick out main menu. Host migration needs to be added. It does. And I don't think this is one of the things that needs to be put in the game, otherwise this game isn't going to last very long. It's lasted quite a bit now. I'm actually kind of surprised. Because the game, what's there is good enough to keep you on there, but it needs a lot more. Other major complaint is the leveling in the game. I think, as far as the cancelers go, for like some of their customization stuff, it's like stupidly high for like just different colors for certain items and stuff, and I'm just like, I really have no reason to go up there. The only reason why I would be playing it to actually level up is to get the other Jasons. That's really what everybody's going for. And yeah, but that'll bring me to another point. Why the hell is the new Jason at like level 40? I think 4 is it? Or 45? Or it's somewhere in the mid-40s. Anyways, it pisses me off. It's like, really? Can't you just release it for everybody to use? Like, what the hell? It pisses me the hell off. Thirdly, this is a minor complaint. I think the leveling up is kind of slow. It's even slower with people quitting out of the lobbies and not being able to stay in that lobby. It just pisses me the fuck off. And then, lastly, the hit detection. Now, sometimes I can't tell if it's because the game's lagging or if it's this really crappy hitboxes. I think it's a little bit of both. The hitboxes are, they're bad. They're really, really bad. Okay, so if you're clearly like, okay. Like, the collision's really terrible. Like, one time, I was trying to get out, right? But somehow I got caught in a door despite me being in the entryway. Or despite it being open and me being able to go through. Just because I was maybe a little to the left a bit too much. But, you can clearly see the player model could have gotten out, but it didn't. It got caught up instead. And then, whoops, I died. It's stuff like that. You're getting caught on objects that you shouldn't be getting caught on. And a good portion of these would probably be resolved if you could actually jump And now people will be like going, I'd make it unfair. Jason can't jump. Then make him jump too. And yeah. But no. You don't have that. But that would have to add more coding and stuff so I could see why they wouldn't add it. That would actually resolve, I think, quite a few issues. But then you could kind of take that as people can figure out how to get on top of some of the buildings, doing some weird jumps. So really, not having it is, I can see why. But just the terrible, it would at least kind of solve some of the collision issues, but not really. They just need to fix those collision issues and make those, well, make that better. And then the hitboxes on like the people are really bad because sometimes Jason will like hit like right to the side of them, so it's not even like hitting them, but then they'll get hit, do the animation like they got hit, and they did, and you can see they're kind of beat up. And it's like, what? It's just like, what the hell? Or like he'll grab the person, but he's not even like near, like he's doing that. The person's right there, but then he has them like that instantly. It's like, how? 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 Anyone care? Care to say why? It's the hitboxes and the hit detection is horrible. It's bad. Secondly, I feel like the combat system, while I know it's better to run away and survive, I think the combat system could have been more refined. I wasn't really a big fan of it. I understand how it works and everything. It's just, I don't like it. It feels clunky to me anyways. When you actually hit something, the impact and everything, and just the sound effects for it, sound very, very, very satisfying. Especially when you hit Jason with that bat. I've had it where the bat broke, and then Jason, got stunned and he stunned and kind of fell back, and then I was like, yes! Felt so satisfying. But yeah. And yeah. So you got that. And then, the sound design in this game, which I'll talk about now, is wonderful. Wonderful. I feel like I'm in the Friday the 13th movie series. It's like, it gets you that, like, you feel that much of, that's how immersed you feel, despite it being a third person game. It really gives off that feel of the movies. And I think it brings the best part of the movies. And yeah. And now, we'll get to graphical things. And graphically, the game's not pretty at all. It doesn't look great. But then, it's a more independent developer doing it, so I kind of forgive them. And also, if you check the specs on the recommended stuff on Steam, to give you an idea, pretty much anybody with a potato laptop or PC could run it, pretty much. So it allows it to be more accessible than most games that are out currently now, for the PC market anyways. So I won't rack on the graphics because, one, it makes it more accessible to other users on PC. Two, it's an independent developer, so you're not going to get stuff like what you would get from like DICE or, dare I say, any developer in the Activision or Bungie, 343 Industries, Rockstar. Developer that's actually good. And yeah, but or id Software, again, another developer great. And people like that. So it's a bit more forgiving. If they do the next game, like another game, and the graphics don't look better than this game, then I will definitely be like, okay, this ain't your first rodeo, why? And I'm sure this company, I haven't really done too much investment, in researching other games they've done, or if they've done any games, if this is the first. And if this is the first, well, good job. It's functional. It's more functional than most AAA games at the moment anyways, and yeah. Despite the game having flaws, and flaws that could drive other people away, I think they will get it fixed eventually, and maybe with this patch we'll have my issues fixed. Overall, if I had to give Friday the 13th a rating, even though I really, really do like this game, I'm going to have to give it a 6.5. Just because of the current state, it's a mess. Not a pretty one either. But it is functional. The game is fun when you can actually get in the game. And yeah. And it's faithful to the source material. So it's a good licensed game. Maybe in the future I maybe do a review of the final version without any more updates or anything. And then review that off of the final product. And yeah. This has been me, Man Bat. I'm out.